Throughout this unit, we will be learning about the arts and culture found within the Latin/Hispanic community. We will be reading various passages about famous artists, famous musicians, painters, etc. The readings we will be doing are entirely in Spanish, which may be difficult for some, but I'm going to model how with careful scaffolding and use of strategies it will be easier. For this first passage, I want you to see how I read and interact with text before I release you to read on your own. Before we begin, let's take a look at this piece of text. Right away, I see a picture of a woman wearing a bright colored dress with a mic in her hands in the center of the page. Who could this woman be? Well, let's look at the title. The title is Músicos Celia Cruz. So maybe this image of the woman here is Celia Cruz and a famous singer, judging by the mic in her hands. Also, what I notice is that there's different titles for each paragraph. For example, there's Primeros Años, Creciente Carrera Musical, Éxito Comercial, and Muerte y Legado. Since there are many sections within these texts, I think we will be talking about an autobiography or biography of this person. Now that we've established the text structure and previewed the text, let's start reading the first paragraph. So the first paragraph's title is Primeros Años. Celia Cruz se crió en La Habana, Cuba. Su familia era pobre. En los años 40, Celia ganó un concurso de canto en la radio. Así empezó su carrera. Okay, well, let's take a step back and summarize what we have learned from this paragraph. So we know that this passage is going to talk about Celia Cruz and that she is a singer. However, one word that I stumbled upon or struggled to understand the meaning is this word right here, crió. Let me go ahead and reread that sentence once more. Celia Cruz se crió en La Habana, Cuba. So I'm going to start off by reading what I do know. So I know that La Habana, Cuba is the capital of Cuba, and most likely we are talking about her first years, judging by the title, Primeros Años. Also, I know that crió has the yo ending, which, as if we remember, yo is a third-person preterite meaning past. So judging by these clues, we could probably translate it to Celia Cruz blank in La Habana, Cuba. So maybe we could say she grew up in La Habana. Okay, so let's do a quick summary of these first couple of sentences. So we know that Celia Cruz grew up in La Habana, Cuba. We know that her family was poor. And we know that she won a radio contest, which launched her career. I have a pretty good understanding of these first couple of sentences, so I can move on to the next section. In the first section, we learned about her early years. And in this section, I think we will be learning more about her career choice. Let's start reading the paragraph and see if it can give us some clues. Celia empezó a estudiar para ser maestra. No se quedó mucho tiempo. Ella quería cantar. A mucha gente le gustaba cómo cantaba. El padre de Celia le pidió que volviera a estudiar. Empezó a estudiar música. Un maestro de la escuela le dijo que debía ser cantante. From this first paragraph, we learned that she hadn't originally planned to be a singer. She wanted to be a teacher. Para estudiar para ser maestra. I wonder how long she studied for. Oh wait, it says it right here. No se quedó mucho tiempo. So she didn't last that long before she decided to be a singer. We also learned that Celia's father wasn't very supportive of her choosing a career in singing. We see that right here where it says, el padre de Celia le pidió que volviera a estudiar. This phrase creates an image in my head. I'm picturing a young Celia talking with her father, most likely the father doing the talking, and then Celia just listening. However, at the end, Celia convinces him that singing is her true passion. She ultimately did continue to study, but focused on music. So it was a win-win situation for both her and her father. Now let's go on to the second paragraph of this section. Celia siguió cantando. En 1950 empezó a cantar con el grupo cubano La Sonora Matancera. Fue muy popular. Tocaron en América Central y América del Norte. La banda hizo que más personas conocieran la música latina. Okay, so from this paragraph, we learn about La Sonora Matancera. La Sonora Matancera was the grupo cubano or Cuban group that Celia first started singing with, and they were very popular. Let's move on to the next section. Éxito comercial. En 1959, Fidel Castro llegó al poder en Cuba. Su gobierno trataba mal a la gente. La Sonora Matancera estaba en México cuando eso pasó. La banda no estaba de acuerdo con las ideas de Fidel. Se fueron a Estados Unidos. En 1961, Celia se hizo ciudadana de Estados Unidos. Los países comunistas no dejaban que la gente se fuera. Fidel se enojó con Celia. Él dijo que nunca podría volver a Cuba. After reading this first paragraph, the name that sticks out to me is Fidel Castro. I know who Fidel Castro is. He was a communist dictator of Cuba for many years. This paragraph was a reminder of what I had learned in world history. So apart from knowing that he was a communist, I learned that everyone was prohibited from leaving Cuba. If anyone successfully fled, they would be banned from entering the country. This gives me insight on Celia's own separation from Cuba. She escaped having to live under the rule of a dictator, but at the same time was barred from entering Cuba ever again. Let's read the next paragraph within this section. Al principio nadie conocía a Celia en Estados Unidos. Solo la escuchaban otros cubanos. Luego se unió a la orquesta de Tito Puente. Él era muy popular en América Latina. Celia era la nueva cantante de su banda. A la gente le gustaba oírla y verla cantar. Ella trajo más seguidores al grupo. So at the beginning, nobody knew who Celia Cruz was in the United States apart from Cubans. Se unió a la orquesta de Tito Puente. In this sentence, I'm not sure what unió is. It sounds similar to union in English, but I don't think this fits into the context of the sentence. Orquesta sounds similar to orchestra. Maybe she joined an orchestra. I think unió is join, but since it has the yo at the end, it's in the past tense, meaning it's joined. So once joining Tito Puente's orchestra, she started attracting more fans. Now let's move on to the last paragraph within this text. The last paragraph within this section, I mean. Celia siempre tuvo una voz fuerte. Cantó durante más de 40 años. Grabó más de 75 discos. Ella ganó varios premios Grammy y Grammy Latino. Son premios muy importantes para la música. También obtuvo una estrella en el Paseo de la Fama de Hollywood. To summarize this last paragraph in this section, we learned that Celia had a career that spanned 40 years in which she recorded 75 discs. She also won several Grammys and received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Finally, let's read the last paragraph of the text. Celia murió en Nueva Jersey el 16 de julio del 2003. Tenía 77 años. Celia fue una de las artistas cubanas más queridas. From this last paragraph, the key fact here is that Celia died in New Jersey on July 16, 2003, and to this day is one of the most recognized Cuban singers.